Hello and welcome. As you can tell by the title, I'm the Obsessed Movie Man, O.M.M. Well, I've got my obligatory Santa hat, I've got my obligatory Christmas-esque shirt. Now, it's time to find out what Christmas review I'm gonna do.
Ooh, I am the ghost. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, but hey, Jack,
Oh, hey Tori. Merry Christmas.
I'm Jewish, asshole.
My bad. What's up?
Cut the bullshit, Jack. I charge you with one of the worst punishments ever for giving a Muppets Christmas Carol a mid-review. You must watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh no!
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Oh, man. 8 Crazy Nights is on? Hell yeah.
Yes, here we are. After years and years of holding it off, I'm finally going to talk about It's a Wonderful Life. Now, to run down the basic plot, we see the life of banker George Bailey up to the point where he is about to take his own life. He is stopped by an angel named Clarence who proceeds to show Bailey what the world around him would be like if he hadn't been born, and how much one man can impact another person's life. Oh, and there's something about Christmas in there. I'll start with the reasons why I've procrastinated reviewing this film. Firstly, it's been done to death. Reviewers have talked about how influential it is, how it's one of Jimmy Stewart's best films, and how it's a Christmas classic. So I thought, what could I possibly add to it? Well, that leads to part 2. I kind of don't like it. Now hold on. This isn't like Muppets Christmas Carol where I thought it was just fine, or the Star Wars Holiday Special where I genuinely hate it. This is a great film by all critical and technical means. The acting is great, the effects are great for the time, and the message is superb. It's just that this film has always been a hard one for me to watch. George Bailey struggles throughout his life, but sacrifices everything for the people around him and the people that he loves. But when push comes to shove, he can lose his temper and cool, and in the end, he is pushed too far and feels there is no way out and almost resorts to a terrible choice. Not going to go too deep into it, but yeah, this film hits a little too close to home for me. So watching it is very difficult, especially during the holidays when life is already stressful enough. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But let's talk a bit more about the film. We get to know the town and residents of Bedford Falls pretty darn well. Yes, we primarily follow Bailey, but we see his friends, family, colleagues, and close associates. We feel a part of the community and see how many good people are in it and why they are worth helping. As for the characters that stand out aside from the incredible performance of Jimmy Stewart as George Bailey, we also see the iconic Donna Reed as his wife Mary, Henry Travers as the angel Clarence, and Lionel Barrymore as one of my personal favorite movie villains, Mr. Potter. Donna Reed is lovely in this as Mary Bailey. She loves George to death, even when he's at his lowest point, and even though the relationship is a little rocky at times. She also comes to the aid of George on more than one occasion. She's probably the single best positive impact on him throughout his entire life. Henry Travers, who you Universal Monster fans might know as one of the scientists in The Invisible Man, is so entertaining as Clarence Oddbody. He's wise, but also funny at the same time. And he has a journey too. He must earn his wings by helping George, as he is George's guardian angel. Not much else to say about Clarence other than he really feels like the heart of the film, at least to me, and he offers a lot of wise words of wisdom too. And then there's Mr. Potter, played by another member of the famous Barrymore acting family, Lionel Barrymore. The man is a despicable Scrooge-like character who basically wants to own everything in Bedford Falls and will resort to outright threats and blackmail to get what he wants from George. Again, he's like Scrooge, mixed a bit with Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. It's ironic that I compared him to Scrooge when in fact Barrymore actually did play Scrooge. But seriously, Mr. Potter is a devilish bastard played devilishly well by Barrymore. The Scrooge Christmas Carol connections don't stop there though. I didn't realize it until a friend pointed it out, but this movie has some parallels to A Christmas Carol. One features a selfish old man, the other a selfless young man. They are both visited by a supernatural being or beings to show them the errors in their thought process, and we see how they changed as a result. It's really interesting, and it's very possible it wasn't unintentional. I think the highlight of the film, and why everyone remembers it so well, is the montage of scenes where we see what life would be like without George Bailey, and how he had impacted people so positively that without him, many, if not all of their lives fall apart. This part of the movie has been parodied and spoofed countless times, but it's another moment that's both cathartic and hard for me to watch sometimes, so I'll just echo Clarence's statement that it's amazing how much one man's life can affect another's. So you might be thinking that this movie sounds pretty interesting, almost like a Twilight Zone episode even. But where does Christmas come into play? Oh, at the very end. Yeah, this movie starts and ends on Christmas. The movie has really nothing to do with Christmas. However, like the movie Halloween, a film where it takes place on the holiday but really has nothing to do with it, this film also works perfectly well as a Christmas film. I can't really explain how, but it just fits. I don't know. Maybe it's just the feeling of the community coming together to help a man who has done so much for them that it really does feel like the Christmas spirit has encompassed Bedford Falls and gave George Bailey the greatest Christmas gift they could give him: their thanks. As I've alluded to before, It's a Wonderful Life, while a fantastic and influential film, is a hard watch for me on a personal level, but there's no denying how culturally significant it is. It boasts a great cast, directing in Frank Capra, and a beautiful story with heartfelt messages. So, I do recommend it. And to end this review, allow me to quote my favorite message from Clarence in the film: "No man is a failure who has friends." It's seriously a quote that I think of a lot during the holidays, so I thought that quote would be my Christmas message to you all.
You know, I've been holding off on this review for so long, I'm afraid it might have been a little underwhelming, so here's a video of the Grinch singing Defying Gravity.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As some who told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to... I'm good.
Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M signing out. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. Take care.